Hello students, as in the last lecture, we have studied the meaning, features and importance of the secretary. Now in today's lecture we will continue with the types of secretary, as we are knowing that the secretary helps the smooth functioning of the organization, right? Now the types of secretary are main two types are personal secretary and institutional secretary. Again, in that institutional secretary, five other types are there: secretary of not-profit organization, secretary of cooperative society, secretary of joint stock company, secretary of a government department, and other body corporates. Now, all these types now we will study in deeply. The first type is what? Personal secretary, that we are knowing the PA, personal assistant, right? The personal secretary or personal assistant is one of the most oldest types of secretary. A personal secretary, who is appointed the personal secretary? A personal secretary is appointed by a busy individuals. Now, who are these busy individuals? Like big lawyers, lawyers, doctors, industrialists, businessmen like Tata and Birla, most famous doctors, lawyers, who are busy in their work and they are not having the enough time in their hand to adjust other things. Those are appointed the personal secretary. Now, what is the reason? To conduct the correspondence and to uh, organize the day-to-day routine activities, day-to-day routine duties. All these busy individuals are appointed the personal secretary. Again, these busy individuals are appointed the secretary. The reason is to look after the work so as to enable them to concentrate on their primary work. Now, this big industrialist, Tata, Birla, Ambani, right, that they are appointing the secretary so they can reminder them what are the work is, what are the important meetings, and they can do their work very smoothly. See, examples are given: doctors, lawyer, engineers, CA, then actors, politicians, leaders, ministers, etc. are appointed the personal secretary. Now, what is the important qualification? A personal secretary has no specific qualifications, right? Any graduate students or any person who is possessing the graduate degree, he is having the good command over the language. It is the only criteria for the appointing a personal secretary. Again, now world is a digital world, so the knowledge of computers and internet skills also in a necessary in today's world. This qualification is depends on the requirement of employer's profession. It means, suppose if a CA is appointing the secretary, now that secretary is having the knowledge about the accountancy. Again, suppose if a lawyer is appointing a secretary, then the secretary also should know the knowledge of law and all other activities which is to be followed under the lawyer. Then the big businessman appointing the secretary, then he should know the all knowledge about his business, his company, like that. So overall you can say that personal secretary is appointed by the busy persons, busy individuals like the lawyers, doctor, industrialists, etc. Now next is institutional secretary. Now institutional secretary, it means what? The secretary which is appointed on the institutional level or an organizational level, they are called as what? Institutional secretary. In that, first is a non-profit association, which is also known as not-for-profit organization. Now what is a not-for-profit? It means some business which are conducted not to make the profit but to provide the services to the public, that are known as what? Not profit association. We can give the best example, that is Rotary Club or some trust. They are just open not to making the money, not to making the profit, just to provide the services to the public. You can give this Rotary Club. Then again, see the KM Hospital, it is operated by the government. In that, there are at a very low cost the medicines, the medical facilities are available to the public, right? Again, as you are knowing, if the Prabhadevi Siddhivinayak Mandir, right? In that mandir, again, the trust is there. The trust gives the books to the students, those who are unable, those who are not financially strong to purchase the books. That trust is providing the help to the students, right? So the not profit association means the organization which is to promote, which is organized, which is formed to promote social, educational, cultural, arts, sports activities with the intention to provide the services and not to earn profit. So an not for profit association or non profit association, the name itself indicates that the organization, the association, the company which is formed, which is which is formed or which is established not to make the money, not to make the profit, just to provide the services to the public, right? Now this non-profit association is looked after by the management committee, which is elected by the members. Some members are there and they are operating this association. They can appoint the secretary on full time or part time, depending of part time on the basis of salary or honorarium basis. Now what is the honorarium basis? It means whatever the services you are providing, you will get the money for that. Suppose in your college you are 12th standard students, and if your college is appointing conducting a lecture for a career guidance after the 12th standard, right? Now one professional lecturer as called by the college to give the lecture you on the career guidance. Now whatever is the fees paid to that lecturer, it is a honorarium, right? So this not profit organization can appoint a secretary which is on the full time or a part time on a salary basis, right? Now examples are Rotary Club, Lions Club, Sports Club, Cultural Club, Chamber of Commerce, etc. Now for what is the qualification required to be a secretary for non-profit association? There is no prescribed qualification for this type of secretary. The secretary should be acquainted with the object and basic functioning of this organization. Knowledge of filing, knowledge of computers, correspondence, it means writing letter, conducting the meetings and all that properly are the basic requirement for this organization. It means the person who is appointed as a secretary for the not-profit association, he should know all the details about this organization in detail. Again, as in the digital world, he should know the all knowledge about the computers and internet skills. Then second is the secretary of a cooperative society. A cooperative society is an association formed voluntary by minimum 10 members or more. Now see, not profit organization which is established not to make the profit. Like cooperative, the meaning itself indicates cooperative, it means what? Collectively they are coming. And now what is a cooperative? Cooperative society is an association. Association, it means when two or more persons are coming together, or you can say whether persons more persons are coming together, it is known as what? Association. So association form voluntary, it means it is not forced by everyone. Those who want wishfully, those who are by themselves can come and make the society which is known as what? Cooperative. But minimum how many members should be there? 10 members. In Maharashtra, this society are registered under the Maharashtra State Cooperative Societies Act 1960. The main objective is to provide the service to its members. Now it provides the service to whom? Members. Examples are again cooperative banks. In we can say in Dombivli, there we are knowing that Dombivli Nagri Sahakari Bank, right? Kalyan also the Kalyan Janata Sahakari Bank Limited. Now these are cooperatively it is working. Cooperative housing society, like when we are living in the housing society, it is known as what? Cooperative housing society. Consumer cooperative stores, all our examples are cooperative society. The members elect their representative called managing committee. Now this managing committee work on behalf of these members. One of the member of the managing committee is appointed as secretary. Journalist secretary works on honorary basis. What type of services they are giving, on that base they will get the fees. The large scale cooperative organization secretary may be appointed as a full-time employee or a salary basis. Now what is the qualification? The secretary of a cooperative society such does not have specific qualification, but he should know the good knowledge about the cooperative society's laws, act, and at least he should be a graduate. Now next is the secretary of a joint stock company. A joint stock company is a form of organization which is considered to be the most suitable for the conducting business on a large scale. It means large scale business. It required what? Joint stock company. A company secretary is considered as one of the key officers of the company. Secretary is of a vital importance in business organization. Now what is the joint stock company? A company which is established to conduct the business on a very large scale is known as what? A joint stock company. And as a business is conducted the large scale, the secretary in this joint stock company is known as what? Key officer. It means he is having the most important place in the company. Now company secretary is appointed right from the time the company is formed to look after the various aspects of a business. As we are knowing, joint stock company is operated to the board of directors. Students, this meaning of joint stock company or what is the joint stock company, this part we will learn in the second or third chapter, right? That time you will know betterly what is the joint stock company. By time being, just remember it that joint stock company is operated by the board of directors. Now appointment of a joint company secretary as per the Companies Act 2013. Company secretary is included in the definition of key managerial personnel. Now what is the Companies Act 2013? As we are knowing, when we are doing something, it should be as per the directives given by the government, right? As you are the students, you have to follow all the rules and regulations given by the Maharashtra State Board, because you are the students of a Maharashtra State Board, right? After 12th you are moving to the for graduation. That time you are taking the admission for the Mumbai University, so you have to follow the rules which is given by the Mumbai University. So same when you are doing the business in the India, when you are doing the business in the our country, that time you have to follow the rule which is given by the government of India. And in this, the government of India says the information about the company. It means the Companies Act. According to this act, the company should be formed. The concept of key manager personnel has been introduced in the Companies Act 2013. The board of directors cannot look after the day-to-day affairs of the company. Therefore, this task is given to a certain management executives of the company. This whole we will learn in the chapter 6. Now, what is the qualification? As per the section 2(3) of a Companies Act 2013, the company secretary must be a member of Institute of Company Secretaries of India. Recent students, as you are knowing, the CA, Chartered Accountants, right? The Institute of Chartered Accountants. Same way, suppose if you want to a secretary of a company, then you have to be passed the exam of CS. It is company secretaries, and it should be it is conducted by the Institution of Company Secretaries of India. So the person who want to be appointed to be as a company secretary, he must be a member of a Institute of Company Secretaries of India. Now the last one is Secretary of Government Department. As you are knowing, in our government there are so many departments. Electricity department is different, water department is different, then human health department is different. So many departments are there. Construction departments are different, food and corporation department of different, right? So the government departments are those departments working under the various ministers of a state and central government. Transportation, railway minister are different, right? So the functioning of this government of India and state government, a secretary is the administrative head of the Ministry of Department. It means each and every department having the secretary, which is the administrative head. In the union and state government, secretaries hold a position as a head of the department, like finance secretary, defense secretary, home secretary, right? So the secretary of a government needs to possess a graduation. It means the person who is appointed as a government secretary, government department secretary, he must be a graduate. The secretary shall pass the civil service examination conducted by the Public Service Commission and be an Indian Administrative Services. It means IAS exam. The person who is completed the IAS exam can be appointed as a secretary of government department. So students, all these are the types of secretary.